Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm back vlogging a little bit. I'm probably going to have two today, and I'll have another one in a few minutes. But I just wanted to say a few words. Every once in a while I see things in the media and stuff happening, and I see stuff, and I see that there may be lessons for black women who may be swirling or dating or whatever, and out here dating and mating and all this stuff, particularly swirling and stuff and dating interracially. And there may be wonderful, wonderful lessons and stuff for us to be learning. And here recently, as most of you probably know, as black women, Melody Hobson and George Lucas. She is a financial advisor, extremely wealthy on her own, and George Lucas, of course, who is the owns a production company, is director of some of the best, action films and stuff ever known to man. I mean, an entity among himself in Hollywood and stuff. And they're getting married. Now, they have been dating for 7 years. She's a black woman and he's a white man. She's 43 and he's 68. And they're getting married, two billionaires. And it's kind of weird because I keep hearing sort of this talk back and forth about him being older than her and black women dating older men, and how, and these are from black women that are supposedly dating interracially. But sometimes, as a group, I don't get you all. I don't understand some of your thinking and stuff. It doesn't make sense. And I've been hearing about this, him being older and blah 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 and all this stuff, and and some stuff about her being a gold digger, which I don't even understand. These two people are equals. She's a billionaire, he's a billionaire. Now, first and foremost, how many billionaires do you think they're out there to date? I mean, you just think, they're just, I mean, millionaires, I don't, but billionaires, for real? Um, if you're smart, and here's the big lesson: if you're smart and a smart black woman, and I don't really care what age you are, you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, and stuff, and you're dating and mating and trying to find a mate, you don't date someone who's not your equal, okay? You don't date down, you know, and stuff. And I see a lot of black women and know of a lot of black women who are in relationships with men, and I'm just talking about in relationships. I'm not even talking about married. Just in relationships with men, have been in relationships with men for many, many, many years, and dated down, and they're still struggling, still hustling, still working two jobs while he's probably not even working one. Maybe had a baby or babies with him. They're taking care of everything regarding the household, and he's kind of doing nothing. And usually these guys are, fairly nice looking guys and stuff. And I say this all the time about black women because I know this to be true about us. We are some shallow women, and stuff. We're just shallow. And when the sort of thing took off here lately with interracial dating, some of the talk was about black women dating these, sort of unattractive white men and blah 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 and all this stuff, and they could just get good looking black men. Yeah. Well, the point of dating and trying to find someone to marry is not trying to find Mr. Stud Universe. It's finding a lifetime mate. These people have been dating for 7 years. Okay, she is a educated, really nice, successful, go-getter woman. He is a go-getter, successful man. They're both billionaires. What looks I don't know what looks funny to people about this scenario. Nothing about this scenario looks funny to me. It looks normal. There is an age difference between them, but at 43 and 68, it becomes not so much of an issue as it is, say, if you're 23 and they're 68 or 58 or whatever. But she's 43. They're probably not trying to have no kids. She's, on the outside end of that, um, and stuff. He's 68. They're probably just going to live whatever life they have, enjoying each other's company, traveling around the world, being rich and successful, and all this stuff. Now, personally, I don't really know what a bunch of broke, unattached, unmarried black women have to say about this. Y'all need to go have several seats personally. Y'all need to just go sit down somewhere, okay? Because y'all don't have nothing to show for nothing, and stuff. And this woman has a wonderful, loving relationship with somebody that's going to marry her and stuff. And, y'all talking about they got a age difference and all this stuff. Yeah, you need to sit down, okay? Just go on and have a seat, okay? Because your opinion is not nothing. It don't hold nothing right now and stuff. But the lesson I want to talk about, again, for black women, is how we pick mates and all this stuff. There's two sets of white men that black women normally would look over. Younger, kind of nerdy white guys, guys in their mid 20s, early 30s and stuff, and older white men. Two sets of men that are probably some of the wealthiest in the United States at this point. The guy who owns Facebook, I'm quite sure a bunch of black women wouldn't have even gave him a second look because we're so shallow. We'll take you broke, if you look good, and stuff. We'll take men broke and stuff, and always and been doing it and still doing it, and a bunch of us is still doing it in big numbers and stuff. And we'll take you broke if you look good. Personally, looks can come and go. Okay, what does that matter? Yeah, I have to be attracted to you, but only I have to be attracted to you. If a bunch of other broke, unattached, unmarried black women aren't attracted to you, it doesn't really matter. Now, I've said this before about my husband. I find my husband extremely attractive. And when I met him, I found him attractive and stuff. So, I wasn't particularly worried about whether or not everybody else found him attractive. What do I care what you think? And stuff. And when I met him and we talked and all this stuff, and I got to know him, I found him even more attractive. He was nice and compassionate and, a sweet guy and really funny and smart and all that sort of stuff. And when I found out he was an engineer, he became even more attractive. I don't get black women. You can marry a man with a good job and money and that could take care of you and be a provider just as easily as you can marry a bum, okay, and stuff. So why not look for someone who's a good man and a provider? And saying all of this, here's another lesson. I am pregnant, as you all know, and just starting out in the pregnancy. I have no intention of working during my pregnancy or during the first years of my child's life. You know why I can do that? You know why I got that option? And stuff. And if you want to work, that's something else. That's between you and the father and your father of your child and your husband. Okay. But my thought and our thought had always been, and we discussed this, that I wasn't going to work. I wasn't going to work this pregnancy, and I wasn't going to work these first years of this child's life. And maybe not work again forever. Who knows? But at least until this child goes to school. Okay. I get those options because I chose wisely for a husband. Yes, I wanted to be attracted to him. Did he have to look like Brad Pitt? No. Okay. And people are always like, well, I want him athletic and all this stuff. Black women and their obsession with the Abercrombie and Finch model when they're looking like a side of beef or the cow out in the pasture and stuff. I want him to look really good and all this stuff. And, great, but listen, whatever my husband is, and stuff, he may not be, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He may not have his body, but you know what? My thing always is to say, weight you can get rid of. Asshole is forever, okay? And if you date and marry a jackass, he'll be a jackass always. And at some point, he'll get older and he'll be an uglier and less attractive jackass that you'll be living with and stuff, So all this obsession with all these looks, he's got to look good, he's got to look good, he's got to look good at the cost of everything else, okay, has hurt black women for a long time and keeps hurting us. Melody Hobson made a smart choice. She is marrying her equal, okay? Someone as successful as she is. What would you want? Would you want to marry somebody that was looked good but that was broke? And stuff. I mean, oh yeah, he looked good, but I mean, because that's what a lot of black women do. I know y'all could say y'all don't, but whatever, y'all do and stuff. Marry a bunch of really good looking broke jackasses and stuff, or date a bunch of them, and and they're paying for everything while the dude is sitting around not doing nothing, and stuff, not making any efforts or anything else, or they're married to somebody and they got to work, and hustle up because he don't really want to take care of a family and be a provider and stuff. They got to do it. They don't have no choice. Listen, I have lots of choices because I made a smart choice in a husband. Okay, you know, I have, I have, I've dated a lot of nice looking white men, and a bunch of them personally were just narcissists, and stuff. A bunch of them were narcissists, and I had enough of that. Getting older meant getting wiser about how I picked people. Okay, he could be the most average dude ever in life. And I've dated some pretty average guys that after getting to know them, they became really, really sexy and really, really good looking and stuff, you know. But my whole focus wasn't on him looking good because I did that before. Early in my 20s, I did all that, with all the he's got to look good and end up getting my feelings hurt a lot. And, getting dissed and all that stuff. And I'm not saying you can't find you a nice looking man that's nice and everything, but you need to think as usual, think deeper, ladies. Okay? Don't diss on her because she's got, probably they're, the love of each other's lives at this point. They love each other very much and they're equals and they're, and probably doing some kind of business, business stuff together and all that sort of stuff. What would be bad about that? Oh well, I mean, people would think just because only older white men just want young black women. Because who gives a damn what people think? People always think something. Okay, people are forever thinking something. Okay, people are always dissing and saying something, and particularly for this because she's a black woman, and I mean a black woman, just regular old black woman. She's a black woman, and he's a white man, and particularly he's rich. So I've been hearing the gold digger thing all the time. And I'm like, who digging what? What is she? She's got money of her own and stuff. But this sort of thing to put black women in their place and to try to keep us in our places. And of course, we're participating in it, which I don't really understand why any of us would participate in downing ourselves and, and the choices that we make. Now, what you need to do is stop talking about her and what she did and take some lessons from her so you can figure out how to find you somebody like a George Lucas type. I mean, really, you're sitting at home on Saturdays eating Chunky Monkey, watching Love Jones, and you got nerve to say something about a woman who's a billionaire that has dated and is about to marry another billionaire because he don't look like Hottie Patati to you? Oh, shut up. Just shut it up. Just close it, okay? You sound stupid. And, I said it. You sound stupid. Um, this is about living real life. This is not fantasy. This is not damn TV. This is real life and making real life choices that are going to benefit you and your progeny, if you have any, if that's your intention in the future. Okay, so get smart. I mean, personally, a bunch of black women need to be taking a lesson from this woman. She is successful, is successful and has married someone who's equally successful as her. That's how you do it. You don't marry someone who's less successful. Either you marry someone that's equally successful or more successful. Okay, so you put yourself in the position that you can do that. And when you put yourself in a position for that, then that gets drawn to you. But for all you folks that are waiting for Abercrombie and Finch, to come along and, and be cute on your arm and all that stuff and, treat you like crap and everything. Yeah, y'all go right ahead. Good luck with that. So, um, anybody with any sense, would be taking a lesson from what she's done. But, a bunch of unfortunately, and it is unfortunate, a bunch of black women don't have no sense. So good luck with that. And whatever lessons if you're smart enough to get a lesson from Miss Hobson, I suggest you take it and you run with it. And for all the rest of you who will be working while he's sitting at home playing PlayStation, yeah, good luck to you too. Bye.